All right, welcome along. My name's Bosch, and today I'm going to do a bit of a different video. I'm going to do my top 10 DJ mixes and live sets. Now, this mix, if you're used to watching my videos, you'll know that my main sort of genres that I deal with are dubstep and dub reggae, things like that. But this is all the music I'm into. It's a real sort of wide mix here. All I can recommend is go check them out if they sound like they might be up your street. So, starting off with number 10, Watch the Ride, DJ ZInc. Now, this one came out on CD in 2008. It's a drum and bass mix. It's just a really smooth D&B mix. It's liquid, bit of rollers, like early rollers, not what we consider to be rollers nowadays, I don't think. It's nice organy tunes, it's just a real smooth D&B mix. There's an MC on it, I can't remember who MC's on it. But yeah, it's really good. It's just a great mix all the way through. And my highlight from this is a track by Comics called Backchat. Up next, number 9 is Helter Skelter vs. Rain Dance presents Rave Nation, the Anthems, Disc 3. Now, obviously, this is a 3 CD pack. I think CD 1 is Breaks, CD 2 is Jungle, and CD 3 is UK Hardcore. And I love CD 3. It's brilliant. It's cheesy. It's hardcore. Loads of epic female vocals, big synthy build-ups and everything like that. It's just bangers all the way through, and it's super fun as well. Probably to be blamed for me speeding a couple of times, but it's just a brilliant hardcore mix. If you're a hardcore fan, you're probably going to be like, "That's not UK hardcore." Listen, I'm not a connoisseur when it comes to that side of things. All I know is on the CD it says UK hardcore, so that's what I'm saying it is. But my highlight of this, it came out in 2007 on CD, 3 CD pack, and my highlight has got to be Dougal and Gamma, a track titled "The Tunnel." That synth is naughty, real naughty. Like I say, a lot of these mixes kind of influenced my music making and DJing in the fact that, like, just trying to make sounds that are a bit mad. I just love trying to make sounds that sound a bit West. I try. I don't always win. Anyway, moving on. Number 8, Fabriclive 40, Noisia. This one's brilliant. I love this CD. It came out in 2008 on CD. Drum and bass / multi-genre, because they've got a few electro tunes in the middle and I think some dubsteppy kind of halftime bits at the end. But most of all, it's drum and bass, neuro, classic Noisia, mostly dubs. I'm sure at the time the majority of the tunes on this mix CD were dubs. And it's fire all the way through. It's steaming. It's got tempo changes in the right place. Like, they're not all the tight. I think it's got 2 big tempo changes in it, in the middle and one at the end. Really well done. It's just a really well put together mix. So this is my highlight from that, and it was my favourite tune at the time by Noisia. I played it on repeat for weeks when I first heard it. This is... All right. Number 7 is Andy C, Nightlife 4. Now, this one is chock full of tunes. Standard Andy C work, you know what he's like. Tunes for days. Real quick mixing or 3-deck, whatever he's doing. But again, another one that's just fire all the way through. Really opened my mind to what could be done mixing on more than 2 decks. I'm assuming it's done on more than 2 decks because there's some tracks that are like slotted in there between other tunes that are listed with arrows instead of numbers. So there's got to be a 3-deck element involved there. And my favourite tune off that, or one of my favourite tunes, because there's loads of brilliant tunes on there, is DC Breaks with a tune called Taken. All right. We're up to number 6, first of the dubstep mixes of this collection. And number 6 is Watch the Ride again, another Watch the Ride CD. Skream this time. This came out on CD in 2008. Dubstep through and through. It's a brilliant selection. When I first heard it, it took me in a different direction of dubstep to what I was currently into. Like I really liked what wasn't bro step yet, but was turning into bro, like the heavier side of things, as you'll see by my number 1 choice. But this took it in a deeper direction. Not necessarily deep, but deeper. Some really nice tunes on there. Go have a look at the track list for Skream's Watch the Ride. There's some brilliant tunes on there. My favourite, or one of my favourites, again, No Idea, No Thing, track titled Unknown Suspect. All right, we're in the top 5. So number 5 is Fabriclive 43, Switch and Sinden present Get Familiar. This came out on CD in 2009, and it is multi-genre as fuck. It's everything. It's everything in a mix. It's house, disco, grime, dubstep. It's everything that's around like 130 to 145 BPM, I think. It's all of it mixed in a really interesting way. It's a genre mashup, and I know a lot of people are not a fan of that kind of DJing. I love it. I want to hear some mad tunes that are just going to make me like, you know what I mean? So this one is just all the genres. My highlight from this one is a tune by Baraka Som Sistema, and this is the tune that opened me up to Baraka Som Sistema as well, and a lot more African music that I'd not listened to before. Please don't come at me if they're not from Africa. This one, Baraka Som Sistema, track titled Luanda Lisboa. Heavy. Up next, number 4, we've got a Boiler Room, and this one is Kaytranada's Boiler Room from Montreal. Now, out of the 2 Kaytranada Boiler Rooms I've seen, Montreal's my favourite one. I think it's the first one he did. And the video's a treat to watch because of all the dancers. The music is brilliant. It's like the chillest, grooviest, soulful, just jams. Like R&B jams. It's brilliant. I love it. And that's on YouTube. Came out in 2013, or it's recorded in 2013, and one of my favourite tunes off it is by Flume. It's called Holding On, and it's the Kaytranada edit. Again, go check that out. It's on YouTube. I'm sure all of these are on YouTube. But yeah, it's on there. Go check that out. It's brilliant. Great mix for dancing, for a dinner party, or drinks, or an evening with friends, whatever. It's just chill and nice. It's just a lovely mix. All right, we're into the top 3. We're into the top 3. Number 3, Fabriclive 42. Freak Nasty. This came out on CD in 2008, and it is another multi-genre bang fest. It's a bit like the Switch and Sinden one, but a little bit harder and a bit more aggressive and electronic, I'd say. There's one tune that sounds like 56k dial-up modem. There's just some brilliant tunes, and it kind of came at a time. Basically, at that time, no one knew what were going on music-wise. Everyone were trying to cross over genres. We're trying to blend dubstep and drum and bass, and house and drum and bass, and dubstep and house, and bassline, and also everyone were just genre mashing galore, and that mix just kind of emphasizes what was going on musically at the time, which was everything. All right, and my favorite tune off that, or one of my favorites, is by Rezo, and it's a track titled If You Can't Beat 'Em, and this was a firm favorite in my DJ sets for a long time after I heard this mix.
They must take more yaps, eh?
Could have put another 4 bars of that in. I don't know why I didn't. All right, number 2, Egoless. One of my favourite artists of all time. This was recorded at Bassweight Moscow in 2015. It's on YouTube. It's dubstep and dub reggae and everything that fuses those 2 genres together. It's brilliant. Egoless is one of the people who I very much aspire to achieve a similar sound as. I love his tunes. Between him and one of the artists on my number 1 CD, they're my favourites, and they are my inspiration for all my tunes. So like I say, Egoless, massive inspiration to me. It's not a DJ mix as well. He's live dubbing. So this is the one mix in the CD that's not a DJ mix technically. He's dubbing them live on a mixing desk. But it's brilliant, and I'd recommend checking it out. I downloaded it and put it in my car, put it on a CD so I can put it in my car. I listen to it all the time. And this is my highlight from that is Ranking Toyin, track titled Dread. Loads of versions of this, but Egoless has done his own version for this mix. All right, so here we are at the number one spot. Now, if you know me, I feel like you'll be able to guess what this is. It's a dubstep mix. It's the dubstep mix. It's the only dubstep mix that ever needs to be mentioned, ever. And that's Fabriclive 37, Caspa and Rusko. This came out on CD in 2007 and changed everything. It changed everything. You can't deny that this mix changed everything. Dubstep was dingy and dark before Caspa and Rusko came along. I mean, I'm sure there are some other examples of little wobbles here and there, but I feel like Caspa and Rusko were the first ones to really take it to that heavier place, that wonky place. And it wasn't like Bro Step where it was just like, heavy in your ears. Like, the tunes made sense. The one I've picked is a particularly wonky one from it. But yeah, this mix, I don't know how many times I've listened to it. If I'm away somewhere, I listen to it and it makes me feel at home. I can't get over just the blend from like chill tunes through to heavy tunes and back down to chill again. In my eyes, I think it's I'd say it's not far off perfect for me, subjectively, obviously. And this is one of my favourite tunes off there. Now, I will have to say, if Sound Guy Is My Target by Rusko was on there, number one, without a doubt. Top highlight is my favourite Rusko tune by far. But it's not on there. So I chose this one instead, and it's the complete opposite direction, but it's still Rusko. This tune titled Gone Too Far. I'm done saying that again. Woo! And that's it. My mic's broken. I'm going to have to hold it in. That's it. That's my top 10 mixes. Not much more to say on them, really, but these 10 mixes absolutely changed my life, revolutionized the way I listen to music. Didn't really revolutionize it, but they just opened my eyes to what could be possible with DJing and production, because the tune selection is brilliant as well. So I'm going to leave it there. Quick video this week, not much major, just my top 10 mixes. Go check them out. I can't recommend them enough. I'm going to try and link them. I'll link them in the description for you. I'll do that for you. My name is Bosch, and by next week, hopefully, I've got another microphone. I'm out. See you in a bit.